One of the happiest times I can remember was when I was a little bitty boy, and my uncle used to let me ride in the cab of that engine, that big black steam engine that pulled that train on the Cotton Belt Railroad. And he'd tell me stories and he'd sing me songs about men he knew that worked on the railroad. And he told me a story and song about a man named Ben Dewberry. Ben Dewberry was a brave engineer. He told his firemen, don't you ever fear. All I need is the water and coal. Stick your head out the window, watch the drivers roll. Watch the drivers roll. Watch the drivers roll. Stick your head out the window, watch the drivers roll. He was talking about the wheels on his train, the drivers. Ben Dewberry said before he died, there was one more road that he wanted to ride. The fireman asked him what could that be. He said the old Northeast and then the A and B. He said the A and B. He said the A and B. He said the old Northeast and then the A and B. He was talking about the Northeast Railroad and the A and B Railroad. Well, on the fatal morning it began to rain. Around the curve come a passenger train. Ben Dewberry was the engineer, running wide open without any fear. He didn't have no fear, that brave engineer. He had a running wide open without any fear. You see, he wasn't a bit afraid of that curve and that track ahead. Old Ben, he turned, he shook his head, said, we may make Atlanta, but we'll all be dead. The train was flying by a troublesome switch without any warning, and she took the ditch. Yeah, she took the ditch at the troublesome switch. Well, without any warning, then she took the ditch. What he mean was she jumped in the ditch when she hit the troublesome switch, which was a bad connection on the rail. The big locomotive and the twisted rail, Ben never learned to tell that awful tale. His life was ended and his work was done when Ben Dewberry made his final run. He made his final run. He made his final run. When Ben Dewberry made his final run. Well, it's a sad but true story. When he hit the ditch at that troublesome switch, he busted his train all to pieces, plus himself, which meant his final run in this world. Now, I don't know where old Ben Dewberry is now, but he was a good engineer, I'll tell you that much for sure. He just made that one little mistake.